down at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. They get this out left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Chase Winovich.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First and 10, Taylor now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Pettis on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The 25-yard line.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. It's Elliott. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 31, Wentz. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 1st and 10
at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tackle made.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
For the point after.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To Julio Jones. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brought down at the
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Able to find Switzer. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Taylor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bills 35-yard line.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mark Ingram. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets would extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Again, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Number 21 is
that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
At the 10-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On play action, Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Elliott. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go to Elliott again. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Jets 34, Bills 17.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On the draw is Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The 20, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. To give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.